Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is July 26th, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Alright, I see that these ones points right. Well, yeah, one's here. And then these threes points left. This cell also sees another three, so in block one, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. And then these threes points right, and this cell sees another 3, so in block 6, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. And then these threes points down. So in block 9, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. These threes points down. So do these threes, and this cell sees another 3. Right, that's I'm gonna mark for 3s. Let's move on to the next digit. Um, this 6 points left and this 6 points down. So in block 7, the digit 6 is forced into column 2. These 9s force the digit 9 into one of these two cells in block 4. These 9s point right to force the digit 9 into this cell in block 9. This 8 points down, so in block 9, the digit 8 is forced into column 7. Actually, if you look at row 8, these three cells see this 8, and this cell also sees another 8. So in row 8, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. Because this is the only cell that does not see another 8, and 8 is still missing. So 8 has to go somewhere in row 8, and it can only go into this cell. Another way to see that is, in block 8, these three cells cannot be 8, so in block 8, the digit 8 has to go into row 7, and eliminates 8 from this cell. So, two ways to see it, but they have the same result, is that 8 is forced into this cell. In block 9, there are 3 open cells left, so the missing digits are 1, 4, and 6. This cell sees another 6. This 7 points left and the 7 points down, so in block 8, the digit 7 is forced into row 7. This 7 points up and the 7 points right, so in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into row 5, and then these 7s points left. This 5 points left and this 5 points down, so in block 8, the digit 5 is forced into row 9. Hmm. Let's look at column 5. I was just thinking about the missing digits. Um, so 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, and 8 go into the missing cells of column 5. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. These two cells, C1 and 5, and this cell sees 2, this cell sees 6. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, this cell can only contain either 2 or 8, this cell can only contain either 6 or 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, oops, sorry. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. This cell sees 2, 5, and 6, so this cell can only contain either 1 or 8. This cell also sees 2, 6, and 8. So this cell can only contain either 1 or 5. This is just 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. It only sees an 8. So this is how it's gonna go. I mean, they're quite restricted, but not enough to completely get it resolved. Hmm. Oh, I think I spot a single. I was just looking at row 9, and I was thinking about the missing digits, but I think this cell is a single. So this cell sees 1, 2, 4, 5 from block 8, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So indeed, this cell sees every other digit apart from 3. So this cell has to be a 3. Because this cell cannot contain any other digits. I've just, let's run through it again. It cannot be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So indeed, 3 is the only digit that can go into this open cell. So it has to be a 3. Because we don't want empty cells, and 3 is the only digit that can go in the cell. So this cell has to be a 3. Because it can't be any other digits. Okay, so that was really helpful because now 3 in this cell is eliminated. Because of this 3, with these 3s, they force the digit 3 into this cell in block 8, and then this 3 occupied one of the two possibilities for 7. So in block 8, the 7 is now forced into this cell. And then these 7s point up. That was nice. This 4 points down. So in block 8, the digit 4 is forced into row 9. Okay, in row 9, 6 is still a missing digit. And these 3 open cells see the 6 in block 8. So in row 9, the digit 6 is forced into this cell, because it has to go somewhere, and not in the other open cells. So only one open cell can contain a 6, so it has to go there. Alright. We have a 145 triple down in row 9 of block 8. Oh, actually, this cell must be an 8 because this 8 points right to force the digit 8 into this cell in block 8. Wow, then that made it really easy, because 8 in these two cells are eliminated, making these two cells 2 and 6 respectively. These 2's point right, and this cell sees another 2, so in block 3, the digit 2 is forced into this cell. These 2's points left, and these 2's force the digit 2 into one of these two cells in block 5. Or I should eliminate 2 and 6 from this cell. Okay, these 6's point right, and 2 just occupy this cell. So in block 3, the digit 6 is forced into this cell. There are 3 open cells left in row 1. The missing digits are 4, 5, and 7. Oh, but these two open cells, see a 5. So in row 1, the digit 5 is forced into this cell. And then this cell sees a 7, so 7 has to go into the other open cell, and this cell is a 4. 3, no, not 3, 8 and 9 go into the remaining open cells in block 2. This cell now sees a 4 that I just placed, so I can make this a 5, this a 1, and this a 4 to complete block 8. This cell is a 5 to complete this column. 2, 8, and 9 are the missing digits of column 6. The missing digits of block 1 are 4, 7, and 8. This cell sees another 4. 7, 8, 4, 7, 8, 4, 7, 8. Okay, so actually 4 has to go in this cell. The first way to see it is that in block 1, the digit 4 is forced into column 2, so these 4s point down. So 4 has to go in this cell in block 7. Or you can look at column 3 and set that 4 is still a missing digit and cannot go into these 3 open cells because they see another 4. So for column 3, the digit 4 has to go in this cell. So both ways work. By looking at the block or the column, you can say these 4s points down, or for this column, 4 has to go here. Both ways work. You get the same result. It's up to you which one you see, and you probably use the one you see first. So 4 ends up here. I'm just telling you multiple ways to interpret a situation. Um, in Sudoku, there are usually more than one ways of approach. So yeah. Um, you can widen your horizons. Alright, this cell now sees 4 and 6, so this cell is a 1 for block 9. Ones are eliminated here. And now, this one points left, and this one points down. So in block 7, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. And then this 2 points left, so it has to go here in block 7. And then these two cells are for 5 and 7. In column 3, 1, 6, and 7 are the missing digits. This cell sees another 7. 7 cannot go into this. Oh yeah, so for this column, 7 has to go into this cell. Because 7 is still a missing digit of column 3. This cell sees 7, and this cell also sees 7 from block 6. Remember, I found out earlier that in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into row 5, which eliminates 7 from this cell. Now look at column 3 again. 7 can only go into this open cell, so I can place it here. What next? These 2's force the digit 2 into one of these two cells in block 4. The other missing digits are 5 and 8. Oh, this cell sees both 5 and 8. So actually, yeah, 5 and 8 can only go into 2. I'll just put it this way. This cell cannot contain 5 or 8, so they have to go up there. And this cell also sees 9, so it has to go here. So this cell is supposed to be a 2, because, well, I've just explained. I can do a quick rundown again. This cell sees 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It sees every other digit than 2. So 2 is the only digit that can go in this cell. Yeah, we don't want an empty cell, so 2 has to be... It has to go in this cell. The only digit that can go in this cell. Now, this cell is made a 9 because it now sees the 2, which makes this 8 and 9. This is a 2 to complete this column. In block 5, the missing digits are 1, 6, and 8. This cell is also for 1 or 6 to complete this row, but it sees a 1. So this has to be a 6, which points back down, completes block 9. This is a 1 to complete this row. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I meant to eliminate 1 from these two cells. Okay, this 8 now points left, eliminates 8 from these two cells, forcing the digit 8 into this cell in block 1, which makes this 7, 4. This is now F5, 7, 5. We've got an 8-9 pair here. In row 3, the missing digits are 1 and 9, but this cell sees another 9, so I can place these two digits. In block 3, there are 3 open cells left. The missing digits are 4, 5, and 7, where this cell sees 4 and 7, so this has to be a 5, and 4 and 7 go into the other 2 open cells. In column 9, the missing digits are 2 and 9, but this cell sees a 2, so 2 has to go into the other open cell, and this cell is a 9, which should complete the majority of cells. This is now a 1, 7. Yes, the Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in 15.5 minutes. Exactly. Okay, so Sudoku puzzle is quite straightforward, but there were definitely some key spots. I feel like the single 3 in block 7, this one where I'm pointing at, the single 3 really helped. It helped a lot. This single 3 in block 7, column 1, row 9. This 3. It helped, um, complete most of block 8, and also helped finish up, most of column 5. So this 3 had a great influence of block 8 and column 5, and I think towards the end, this 2 was also, um, significant for finishing up the puzzle, finishing up the Sudoku. So this 2 played a great role. The single 2 in block 4. Yeah, this one. So I think these were the key spots. Of course, every pair and triple were quite important as well. But I mean, those are such a daily thing, you know? Sporting pairs and triples are a must for hard Sudokus. So if you have no problem with that, I'm very sure you'll have a great flow in today's Sudoku puzzle. But apart from pairs and triples, the single 3 in block 7 and the single 2 in block 4 were the key spots, in my opinion. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Today is July 26th, 2024. See you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku Solve. Bye!